Hello and happy Friday Eve from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. This was no accident. I pulled out my Da Bears t-shirt this morning because now that we have the Super Bowl in the rear view mirror, I start looking ahead to the draft in April, and of course, Da Bears hold the top pick. Now, what are they going to do with it? Because they are the dealer in this poker game. They got a quarterback, Justin Fields. I don't know that I would give up on him just yet, but he has shown great deficiencies as a passer, regardless of how great a runner he is. And the question is, do the Bears want to move on? Well, if they do, they're going to have to unload him one way or the other, and then they're going to have to decide what they're going to do with that top pick. They could, of course, take a quarterback. The consensus would be either Bryce Young from Alabama or C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. They could also, I guess, just draft a non-quarterback, but then that would cause the biggest fire in the city of Chicago since Mrs. O'Leary's cow knocked the lantern over. So I don't know that you can do that. Then there's this issue of Ohio State quarterbacks. Fields, of course, is a Buckeye, as is C.J. Stroud. So can you really afford to jettison one Buckeye and then turn right around and draft another one, given the dubious track record of Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL? I don't think so. And then there's the dance partner, the Houston Texans. I've got Texans t-shirts too. They're obviously quarterback poor. Now, there are a couple of ways they could approach this. If they're equally happy with either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, they can sit right where they are and take whichever one of those guys is left at number 2. On the other hand, if they have a strong preference of one guy over the other, they're going to have to do some business with the Bears. This is a pivotal moment in the history of both of those franchises. The Bears GM, Ryan Poles, he can't afford to get this wrong, because they got to get this quarterback thing set up. And also, they have $108 million in cap space, and that is the most in the NFL. See what they have to do. All right, so a Travis County prosecutor yesterday elects to drop felony domestic violence charges against fired Longhorn basketball coach Chris Beard. Okay, the reason is, or one of the reasons is that the alleged victim, his fiance, doesn't want to pursue this and isn't going to cooperate. So it looks like Beard is not going to have to worry about having a felony conviction on his record, but he is going to have to worry about finding another line of work because he is now a coaching untouchable. Rory McIlroy says that the PGA Tour should run its business more like the NBA does, just marketing individual stars. You know what they're already doing, right? I want to say this too. I think the last thing America needs right now is Adrian Peterson lecturing Damar Hamlin about anything, including Jesus. I don't think we know that. I do want to pass along my best wishes to ex-Eagles defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon, because he now owns the worst job in the NFL or possibly planet Earth, because he is the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, and he can begin the cat herding and the babysitting. I got your hard knocks right here, buddy. I feel for you. Let me just real quickly suggest this, that as individuals and as a society, we are what we tolerate, we are what we accept. And look what we're tolerating and accepting right now. Lies. If you ain't lying, you ain't trying. And that is now woven into our American culture. We abandoned the rule of law at the same time while we're braying about the Constitution. We accept and normalize continual human slaughter while we deny that guns have anything to do with gun violence. We promote and accept the destruction of our planet, even while we deny any culpability in this. And yes, this is a little bit like rioters burning down their own neighborhoods. And we weaponize religion. Let me just suggest this on my way out the door here and wish you a good Thursday. Ethical standards are not only moral requirements, ethical standards are pragmatic rationality. Ethical standards are good business. Now that's radically rational.